In 1989, alleged government physicist Bob Lazar tells the world he's been reverse engineering extraterrestrial flying saucers at Area 51. Lazar also claims the flying saucers he worked on are powered by a strange alien energy source called Element 115.
The time where I entered the hangar, I witnessed recovered alien spacecraft that the Department of Naval Intelligence in the United States was back engineering.
Alleged U.S. government physicist Bob Lazar goes public and claims he is reverse engineering alien spacecraft at Area 51. UFO sightings in the airspace above Groom Lake skyrocket. But the secrecy surrounding the base keeps anyone from verifying these claims. Stories of elite security forces keeping the curious away begin to surface. No one knows this better than Bob Lazar, who after years of ridicule drops out of the public eye. But the man who originally broke the story, George Knapp, is still pursuing the facts. Knapp currently works for KLAS-TV, the CBS affiliate in Las Vegas, Nevada.
George Knapp broke the Bob Lazar story. George Knapp broke the Area 51 story.
In Knapp's report from November 1989, Lazar claims to be reverse engineering extraterrestrial flying saucers at a place called S4 in the Area 51 complex. But proof of Lazar's employment at S4 and at Los Alamos National Laboratory, where he reportedly worked prior to Area 51, seems to disappear. He claims his identity is being erased, and many dismiss him as a fraud. But Knapp finds something shocking in the Los Alamos lab records.
We called the lab. They said, no, he wasn't here. We don't have any record of him. And then we found the lab phone book with his name in it. I called him back. I said, well, there it is. Well, we still don't have any records.
Was the government trying to hide that Lazar had ever been working at Area 51?
So then I got the newspaper article, Los Alamos Monitor. There he is on the front page, and a picture of him with his jet car, and it lists him as a physicist. I went back to the lab. Nah, we don't have anything from him. Now, I know he was there, not only because of the phone book and the newspaper article, but because I've interviewed 4 or 5 people who worked with him there who said he was there working on classified projects.
With strong proof that Lazar worked at Los Alamos, Knapp believes there's credence to his claims. But one of the most bizarre is yet to come. Lazar also divulged to Knapp that while working at Area 51, he came into contact with a powerful alien energy source he called Element 115.
He speculated that it came from some other planet or some other solar system, and we're taking it apart to figure out how it works.
Lazar claims Element 115 is used to power flying saucers.
The key for me was always, did he work at Los Alamos lab? Because if he wasn't working there in a classified position in scientific and technical job capabilities, then it's at least conceivable he could have worked at a place called Area 51.
Do you believe Bob Lazar's story?
I do.
Now, a former CIA pilot is about to confirm Lazar's story and steps forward with a shocking sighting of his own. Bill is uncovering new information about the purported function of Element 115 from a man who Bob Lazar confided in. His name is John Lear.
John's father invented the Learjet. John himself is an accomplished pilot. He worked for the CIA, had a very high security clearance.
Lear retired with more than 19,000 hours of flight time. He holds the most FAA airman certificates ever earned by a single pilot. But his entire life changed when he developed a close personal friendship with Bob Lazar back in the late 1980s. According to Lear, Lazar used to take him on late-night excursions to the outskirts of Area 51 to watch flying saucer tests.
You saw a flying saucer at Area 51.
No doubt about it. I saw a flying saucer. It was radiating yellow and gold. Bob Lazar told me when it was going to be there, and it was there.
In never-before-seen home video from March 22, 1989, John Lear is shown here on the perimeter of Area 51, also referred to as Groom Lake. The voice of the man holding the camera is Bob Lazar.
We're standing just about 8 miles due east of Groom Lake, Nevada, the super government secret test site. And just a few minutes ago, we saw one of the government extraterrestrial UFOs fly over there. We all watched it for about 7 or 8 minutes. The mission was organized tonight by Bob Lazar, who is a theoretical physicist who works at Groom Lake.
And is also a dead man at this point.
Lear also claims Lazar gave him detailed accounts of the work he was doing.
He was trying to back engineer the exact actual engine that propelled this craft hundreds of thousands of light years away.
Lear references a model of a reactor, which he claims is the key to the flying saucer's energy source.
You take the cap off here, and the fuel that propels this thing is a piece of element 115. Bob said that we have 500 pounds of this stuff at Los Alamos. They shoot protons into the tip of that element 115 right there.
Yeah.
And what it does is it bumps it up to 116, and it instantaneously decays.
The number 115 represents how many protons are in the element's atomic nucleus. Lazar claims bombarding element 115 with additional protons raises the number to 116. But the new creation is unstable and quickly breaks apart, releasing enormous amounts of energy. The entire process, according to Lazar, enables flying saucers to break conventional laws of gravity and travel at incredible speeds.
Here is our saucer, here is space. What they can do is pull space towards them and wrap it around the craft. That's what enables them to travel through space at, hundreds of light years.
While most scientists dispute Lazar's claims about the physics of element 115, John Lear and Bob Lazar contend that it's only beginning to be understood.
For anybody who thinks that flying saucers are a myth, a delusion, a hoax, John confirmed everything. John was deeper inside than anybody has ever been, except for Bob Lazar.
The closest looks at Area 51 prove that the base is still active. And with massive hangars, impossibly fast objects, and recent sightings of large triangles all across the globe, Area 51 may be the source of a worldwide UFO phenomenon.